So every now and then I have people mailing me about games they played when I only just started, and it's back in 2005, 2006. I created games. People played those games, loved it so much that now, 15 years later, they mail me telling me that I made an impact on their lives with those games. I even had somebody mail me that their kid now has a smartphone and he is introducing his kid to my games because he remembers playing my games when he was younger. That's crazy, and it's great that I had such an impact also on people that have been ill and played my games and that got them through phases. And I started creating games when I was going through my own phase. I call it my dark period, where I just wasn't happy and life wasn't working for me. Going through school, people tell you what to do, then you get a job, and then your boss tells you what to do. And my whole life, all my free time, all my hours being alive just felt like other people were dictating it to me, and I had no control over it. For me, game development is not the goal. Game development is just what I like to do. My main goal is to have the freedom to do those things. And I got lucky that it all worked out fairly well. But the early days were, I can imagine I scared the crap out of my parents, quitting my job, having no plans at all, and then telling them I started to create a little game for a phone and tried to sell it and got a couple of euros, or I think it was euros back then, but like 2-3 euros a month. I think my first year as Orangepixel I made 127 euros in the whole year. I'm pretty sure my parents were a little bit, or probably a lot, scared, but they also, I guess, trusted me and supported me. They really allowed me to do it and pursue this thing, and they got proud. It made them proud, especially as every year got better and better. And I know they were very proud, and my mom was extremely proud. And every time when I had big stuff happening, like I had a new distribution network for my games, or just other cool stuff happening, I would call them up and tell them everything about it, and they would listen to it and they would be very enthusiastic and excited about it, but I had no clue what it all meant. It's all, he's creating games and he sells them online somewhere and all that stuff, and they didn't really fully understand everything, like most people don't understand this job, but they were proud and they were very supportive. And of course they would then tell other people, if they ask, what does your younger son do? He creates games and sells them on the internet and makes a living out of that. And they would not understand it, and that would then frustrate my mom that they didn't understand what I was doing. And a lot of fun. So even though recording this video is difficult, I wanted to do this for me, for her. And I guess my mom was my biggest fan, alongside my dad, but especially my mom. We talked a lot about stuff, and she was my biggest fan. She never played any of my games. She had no idea. It was not her thing. She had no idea how to play my games, but she was very proud of it. She was my biggest fan. So,